Hello, my name is Colton Sulzer, and this is APE 859, Module 1. So a little bit about myself. I was born and raised on a ranch in Piedmont, South Dakota. Piedmont is kind of by Sturgis, if anybody's ever heard of the Sturgis Motorcycle Rally. I graduated high school from Sturgis, and then right there about half hour, 45 minutes from Mount Rushmore. I currently am a teacher in Syracuse, Kansas, so I try and go back every summer to help my dad on the ranch. And then some other places that I've lived are Nebraska, Wyoming, and Arizona. I love to travel, so it's one of those things where it kind of helps me get around, travel, see other things. I've learned a lot from the places that I've lived. I've made a lot of really good friends, so I've loved every minute of it. So I'm glad that's something I've been able to do. I also love to scuba dive, skydive, and ride my motorcycle. As you can see, my dog is one of my riding partners. My grandma is also a really good riding partner of mine. She turns 90 in September, so it's always a lot of fun to get her out on the motorcycle and ride through the Black Hills of South Dakota because she absolutely loves it. I'm a huge Minnesota Vikings fan, so please don't hold that against me. Even though I've never lived in Minnesota, it's one of those things to where I just became a fan as I was little, and it kind of blossomed from there. And also, as I said, I love to travel. This picture was taken in Italy, where I spent 6 weeks. So the 6 weeks that I was in Italy, I actually was finishing up my student teaching. So it was a lot of fun to go to Italy and see how they do their schools and what they do and stuff like that. It was a real eye-opener, a lot of the culture over there that was really interesting. This is my third year teaching. The first year I taught first grade. Last year I taught third grade, but I taught everything. This year we departmentalized in third grade, so I'm just teaching science and social studies, which I'm really enjoying. We've been in school for a week, and so I'm really excited to get really into it with the students. This is also my second year as a junior high assistant football coach, so that's always a lot of fun. Being in the elementary, I don't really see my players very much unless I go up to the junior high or during football practice, but I do try and get up there before school a couple of times a week just to see the guys and see how they're doing and try and keep that build that relationship. I would kind of enjoy teaching up there just because then I would be able to see them more often and build a better relationship, but they know I'm here from them. I tell them all the time, like I said, I go up there to see them, and they know that that's something I don't have to do, but I like to do because I like to talk to them. And then I'm also on the board for the public library. Just this last year, we made our school library the public library, so we still have some books in what used to be our library, but a majority of our books that we use are from the public library. It's not very far from the school. We walk there. Most of our classes walk there at least once a week to check out books, get read to, stuff like that. So it works out really well for everybody because that gives us another room for the growing number of students that we've been getting. So we've needed to kind of expand and make extra classrooms. So we were able to do that and partner with the public library. So it worked out really well. So with the 10 academic activities that we have Science and Studies Weekly, which is a really cool thing. They have a lot of activities. They have some games, crossword puzzles, stuff like that. The Science Weekly has science experiments that we can do. So it works out really well. It keeps the kids interactive and they're able to really work with it and have fun with it. We also have a kinder prep. If students are too old for preschool but not quite ready for kindergarten, they can go into the kinder prep program, and that kind of helps build their skills so they're more comfortable and confident in kindergarten. It also helps take some of the stress off of our kindergarten teachers because the students coming in have gone through an extra year of preparation for kindergarten, so it really helps them out. We also do Go Math and iStation. Those are we use math for both of those, and the kids really like them. The iStation actually has different kinds of math games, which are the students really like. We use Khan Academy. We have advisory time, which is kind of like an intervention, but we don't like to use the word intervention, so we call it advisory. This is more for reading, so the students are broken off into groups of skill level, and so based on their skill level on what their activities are. So the lower students, we use our Pathways to Reading to help fill in the gaps for their reading. If students are more advanced, and they have more advanced work so that they can keep growing as well. So it really works with the skill level of the students, and it's a lot easier for us to help each area progress and monitor that progression. We also do Lexia, which is has different reading games, which the students really enjoy playing those as well. We have really great technology. We have iPads or computers in all the classrooms. We also have our main computer labs. Our 5th and 6th grade are almost 1-to-1 for laptops, which is fantastic. So if we do need to go remote, then most all of the students that need something can have some sort of technology to work with if they don't have any at home. And then our junior high just got a new program called STEM Scopes for Science. They're really excited about this. It sounds like a really great program. There's a lot of really interactive features to this, so they can work with the students, and the students can stay active, and it really helps keep their attention. So I'm excited to see how this year goes with that. So 10 non-academic activities that we have. We have our sports, our football, basketball, baseball, volleyball, and track. Last year we had a teacher that, or 2 years ago we had a teacher that started chess club, and we can't do it this year, but she had a huge turnout, way bigger than she ever anticipated for chess club, and so she was just so excited that so many kids were interested in coming to her classroom, and she actually had to move into the cafeteria because there were so many kids. So she was so excited about the turnout there. We have our Stuco, or PUPS assemblies, which is just a regular assembly where we recognize students and classrooms. We have our cheer. We work with problem solving a lot with our students, so they can figure out how to solve problems on their own and not be so dependent on others. Kind of help them become more independent, even though they know we're still here for them. They can still work on things on their own. We really focus on self-efficacy. Like many other schools, we have our Earth Day field trip where we go around the communities and pick up, and really focus on making sure that our students know how important it is to recycle, not litter, and keep a clean earth. We have Meet You at the Pole, and then we also have our homecomings. We do have 2 homecomings, one for basketball and one for football. So the kids really enjoy that. They really enjoy the theme week that we have for dressing up and stuff like that. So it really helps keep the students engaged and having fun. 10 things I gleaned from this. The foundation, building with the non-academic skills is really important. I had an idea, but I didn't realize how important it was. So that is something that really helps me out, knowing how imperative it is to have those non-academic skills to help with the students understand the academic side. The importance of assessing non-academic skills and making sure that the students have those, and what we need to do to work on them. How aware schools are for teaching both academic and non-academic skills, but that stakeholders also feel it's not the responsibility of the school to teach those non-academic skills. And I understand where they're coming from. We as teachers already have a lot on our plate. I totally get that, and I totally agree with that, but we can fit that in. I think it is part of our responsibility to teach at least some of those. How are we supposed to expect our students to act a certain way if nobody has taught them how to act that way? And we cannot count on families and parents to teach their students that, because first of all, we don't know what the situation is at home, how busy the parents are, what the parents know, how to teach their kids the non-academic part. One thing I really did learn here was the bullying is a non-academic barrier. It makes total sense. Just I never really thought about it like that, to where it's not an academic thing, but bullying can affect students in their academics 100%, and I totally understand that. So it's that really brought awareness of that to me. The importance of relationship building with to non-academic skills. Again, I know how important it is for the relationship of the students, to build that relationship, build that rapport, and then to help use that to help students become better people by teaching them non-academic skills, and then teaching the child as a whole, which is really important. I mean, that really hits everything for them. What my principal does is she's great. She takes great interest in every student and their families. Like I said, this is a small town, less than 2,000 people, so it's she knows a lot of the people in the town already. Went to school with a lot of the parents, stuff like that, kind of grew up with them. But we do have a lot of new people in town, so she really gets to know them as well, knows their story. So if something happens, we kind of have an idea of what to expect from the students. If they're having something's going on at home, we kind of know what we're looking at, and so we understand we can work on it family by family. She talks to the students as little people, so little adults. So that's really important, because then the kids know and understand how to speak to adults, and they know how to build that relationship and that respect. She works with students in the classroom, which is fantastic, because when they see the principal walk in, they're not scared or anything like that. They're not nervous, because they understand she's there to help out and work with them and see what they're doing, and just kind of have fun with them. So she is serious when she needs to be, but she really tries to make that a last resort, so that the students aren't scared of her, and know they can come to her if they need anything. And then to make sure that we have curriculum that we can work in for the students, again, so that we're not taking away from the academic skills, but so that we're also helping the students work on their non-academic skills. So she makes sure that we have information that we can work in with our academics for those students. With a standard correlation, with this assignment, it really helps me understand how important it is for non-academic skills to be taught, for students to know those. Again, I know it's very important for students to be organized and everything, but it just really emphasizes that is the foundation of their academic career, their academic for their academic foundation. I also am able to evaluate what non-academic skills are and how well the students do them, know them, understand, and really get the gist of why the students need to have those non-academic skills. This was relevant because now I know the importance of the non-academic skills and how to get that information to the students, and how to work with other teachers, because as a principal, I'm going to be working with teachers to make sure they know how important this information is, and how to get it to their students, and how they can evaluate their students to know what needs to be worked on. And then I really enjoyed this assignment because it really did show me information that I need to know, and how to address that with teachers, and as a teacher myself, how to work with it with my students. So I'll be able to use this information not only as a principal when that time comes, but up until that time when I'm a teacher, I'll be able to use that, and even share that information with some of my co-teachers, pointing out different things for them to work on, or not for them to work on, but things we can work on together with the students, and to show them how important that is. So here's my references. And that's my presentation. Thank you very much.